Recently, the housing market has skyrocketed, making large open houses a rarity as space becomes precious. If you've experienced small living quarters, you know the challenge of fitting furniture without it feeling cramped. Thankfully, smart furniture solutions now exist that save space and look fantastic. From the inventive cubit cabinet to the sheet folding staircase, here are some top space-saving furniture choices for your home. Number 1. Compatible. Alright, imagine you've got a bed, a sofa lights, and a bunch of shelves, all on a single piece of furniture. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, count your lucky stars, because compatible is exactly that. It's literally the Swiss Army knife of furniture. And if you've got a small bedroom, there really isn't anything better out there. For real though, everything just fold in and out effortlessly. We're also looking great also. Did we mention that? It's got a whole storage system under it too. Yep, it doesn't really get more practical than this. Number 2. Flexible art. Okay, this one's hilarious and genius at the same time. It's like an accordion but in furniture form. Like, imagine pulling up to a place and folding out an entire sofa right in front of someone. Sounds like a scene straight out of Looney Tunes. No, of course. Other than the sheer comic value, the flexible log is super useful too. You can turn it into a sofa, a chair, or even a circular bench. Honestly, the only limit here is your own imagination. Number 3. Rising chair. We didn't know it was possible to be mesmerized by a chair, but here we are. Seriously, just look at this absolutely breathtaking thing. Starting off as just a long wooden slab, the rising chair opens into what we can only describe as an art piece at some museum, but hey, you can also sit on it also. If you really fall in love with this aesthetic, then they've got rising tables as well. Number 4. The cadence. Coffee tables are must for everyone, but they're not efficient at all when it comes to saving space. The cadence fixes that by being the perfect smart table for your small apartment. The concept is simple. It's a tabletop that's got a storage unit under it. However, the best thing about it is the fact that you can even use it as a work desk because its mechanism can go surprisingly high. Number 5. Trojan console table. Ah yes, the good old Trojan console table. Remember that story about the Greeks hiding in a wooden horse to get into Troy? Well, this is essentially that, except you've got chairs instead of soldiers inside it. It's discreet, it's safe space, and it's got wheels. All you do is roll it up to unsuspecting guests and whip out the chairs to transform it into a full dining setup. Number 6. Compatible. Now, Murphy beds are getting increasingly common, especially for people who have smaller rooms. And they're great too, because you can fold them right up without any hassle. But what if you had 2 beds in one? Yep, the compatible turns the Murphy concept and turns it into a bunk bed system, which means that you can invite a friend over for a sleepover without sacrificing space. Number 7. Flex your bench. Okay, remember the flexible log earlier in the video? Well, this is that, but super long. In fact, this thing's able to stretch out from its 6-inch size to over 10 feet of pure sitting space. And if you're trying to amuse people, you can even shape it like a snake. Oh, and did we mention that it's super lightweight? Yep, but then again, that doesn't mean it's weak. In fact, it can handle more than 8 people's weight at a time. Number 8. Adam Spa. If you've got a shelf or even a little drawer space in your kitchen or living room, you can turn it into a full sitting area with the Adam Spa. All you do is slide it right out of the drawer or whatever and just unfold it. Or if you're more of a workspace person, then this can also fit in any of your bedroom cabinets. Seriously, it's so compact you'd probably start to question reality. Alright, which of these smart, space-saving pieces of furniture did you like the most? Number 9. Folding wall table. Folding furniture isn't anything new, and it's honestly pretty great too. This table, however, takes that to the next level by folding right into your wall. All you've got to do is ease it down and voila, you've got a place to sit down and eat. Or if you're feeling artsy, you could just keep it up there as an art piece on the wall. The best thing about it, however, is the fact that you can choose from a bunch of designs that match your space on a table with benches, or perhaps you prefer traditional chairs. Well, this one's got you covered for both. Number 10. Companion cube. Have you ever seen one of those Russian dolls? You know, the ones that get increasingly smaller and slot right into each other. Well, the companion cube is the smart furniture equivalence of that. It's 1+ leather ottoman with 5 seats stacked on it. All you've got to do is pull them out one by one and bam, you've got a nice and comfy sitting arrangements for the whole gang. Number 11, TV lifts. Well, this one's exactly what it sounds like. It's a lift for your TV. What's the use though? Well, if you don't have room for a TV cabinet and want some space-saving furniture for your bedroom, then this has to be one of the first things you look at. Like you can have it pop out of a table or even through the ceiling. Oh, everything is fully motorized, so you don't have to do anything. Number 12, practical queen storage bed with gas lids. Again, beds are just one of those things that are just inherently inefficient. Well, unless you've got this bed boy with, comes with an entire storage unit underneath it. It's like having a whole attic under your bed. Oh, and forget about sliding drawers and all that malarkey. This thing has a gas lift on it that lifts it up effortlessly. Plus, it also makes that cool hiss sound like your car's trunk. Number 13, cuba cabinet. This is, to put into words, chaos in a cabinet for real. Just look at it when closed. The cuba cabinet looks like an innocent bunch of drawers, but when you open it, it's like you've been transported into the 4th dimension, because it's impossible to wrap your head around it. However, that's exactly what makes it so incredible, mesmerizing. Oh, and of course, it's got tons and tons of space inside.